Hello guys, welcome to today's show. My name is CHUKS and you're on JFL TV, the home of football. So if today is the first time we see our program, for you to bring you the latest Arsenal news updates as they drop all over the world. So for now, we'll start with today's news. William Saliba don't come outside for one interview where he conduct with Canal Plus and Koe Marcellas. Now be the host, we can ask him some kind of questions about him going out on loan to different places before he can finally land for Arsenal. So they can ask and say how beneficial was this loan. So Saliba can talk say this in loan move, say the loan move now the best decision they don't ever make for in life. Like this loan move can prepare him for life for Arsenal. Say this loan move allow him to go out, to go and learn. You get. Don't go outside, make mistakes, learn, and don't become stronger. Don't forget that Arsenal buy this guy from Sept. After Sept, they still leave him for Sept on loan. He play for Sept finish, and then I feel say you never really did good enough because the EPL is a different kettle of fish. They can't send and go Odegaard. That time Vieira, I be the coach of Odegaard. Vieira still learned the job as at that time I was learning the ropes. Then they under Vieira, I think under Vieira they no do when they sack Vieira. After that one they gonna come back, what they expect say he go enter Arsenal first team. Ateta also talk say you are not good enough, young man. You need to go out again. So they gonna send them out finally to Marcel. That Marcel move now be gonna push and come to the top. He gonna win the young best player in France. After that one, they gonna say, okay, this is the final stop. Even then, say we don't the para. Say, say as they like this now. Say you know go out alone again. Oh, stay for myself. Then love myself. Myself at this, myself at that. Only young dogs to get. But now they don't bring him. He gonna play for Arsenal now. After 7 games now, the guy don't score like 2 goals, playing very well, keeping clean sheets, winning tackles, winning some kind of battles. You know, now he's very, very happy for Arsenal. And they talk say, he no come Arsenal, they can't count bridge or they can't look people face. We know they look with your face for here. The year when come, he won't win titles. So we are very, very happy with him that he has a title-oriented mind. You get, people don't say it is possible, anything can happen. We'll just watch at the end of the season. We'll see what we lay our hands on. Which trophy? Is the FA Cup? Is the Europa League? What are we going to lay our hands on? Is it going to be the top 4? Let's see how all these things they go. Now away from that, so we're going to spot Odegaard when they train with the Norway team. So many people going to ask questions like the coach still so backing. He talks say he need Odegaard either as a player or as a coach. But now the question is Odegaard truly back? Because we don't really understand the scenario. I'll be changing to do light touches because I never know if truly say he don't come back. No yawa, then he can play with the Norway team. But when they prepare at least making them match fit get so that by October 1st, so we'll play against Spurs in the North London derby, Odegaard will come back. So I never really know how all these things they be. Whether the guy done well, I've been never well. I'm going to keep a keen eye on that situation because we need our midfield maestro back anytime soon. At the same time, our membership program, we don't get new members. We don't get like 8 supporters club members now. You know, say we're on our way to our first 50 supporters club members. People say that then will be the engine of this community. And again, and that's what I want to notice. Anybody will be the supporters club member. If you check in name, if in the comments or do anything we concern this our community, you will see one star for a name. You go anytime you just see anybody get that star on head and say this person is one of the people where they power this program. This one are excluding those where we say occasionally they'll just say okay, send me your account number, make a wine you, what kind of thing. Those one they also give them swally. But you see this particular membership program, anybody will see this staff on here don't say this person follow, they support this program, all the finances what they do, in monies follow they there, so they support us. That's why I like this one because if they get recognition, you see a badge on their head, you see that style, you don't say yes, this is one of the supporters. And to join our supporters club, you know they that expensive like that. When YouTube first roll the program, there's a certain like $10 and I say no, that is too much. I can't reduce them below $1. So the lowest price available what I can see there. Now I bring that like $0.68. That's about 450 naira you get. So if you want to join, just look for our page. You can see the join button. Click on it will take you to the next page where you go put your card details. Just pay 450 naira per month. It's like a monthly subscription. So if you feel like you want to support our community, look when you go forward, do it and God continue to bless you in Jesus' name and inshallah. Amen. On my way from that, so Paul Merson will be one of Arsenal legends. Come as I call him make some kind of comparison with some players. So Baba Kone talk say Odegaard is far better than the likes of Mason Mount, the likes of Bruno Fernandes, and the likes of Phil Foden. And the reason we can talk all this is that based on current form. In the talk, so when you come out Odegaard for Arsenal setup now, you have the likes of maybe Fabi Vera will go deputize. But if Odegaard no day, you go still know say some kind of thing they miss. Now just now if say Fabi Vera don't start, it's gonna make us know they really miss Odegaard again. And the guy goal contributions and assists in chance created ratio for a match. He did very, very good compared to all those kind of Mason Mount, Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes said no really they do anything. The guy they perform below par compared to when he first come. When he first come, the guy hot like fire now. But as Ronaldo just come, Ronaldo just quenching lights. You know you see the guy, and people come to complain say anytime when Bruno Fernandes they play, he's always looking for Ronaldo. You self shine now, you self score goal, you self make assist. Now only Eriksen, that be the person with the shining lights. But that Manchester United team. So all these things don't cause some kind of brouhaha online. Many people they complain say why Paul Merson go to talk like that. So I don't know. Forget say if you're Arsenal fan, what do you think about what Paul Merson they talk? Bruno Fernandes, Mason Mount, Phil Foden versus Odegaard based on current form. That's what Paul Merson said. Get not based on past glory or past history. So if you base everything based on current form, you say Odegaard is having a good season compared to all the these ones. Still at the same matter with Bruno Fernandes, so Baba come and say I call the talk say one of the things we make people they talk say him be shit packer, like they play very well because they don't know say him come from a different league. They're supposed to give him time to acclimatize. Baba can use one Arsenal player as an example. When they talk about Nicolas Pepe, say when Pepe first come Arsenal, they give the guy enough time to acclimatize. If Pepe they get a bad game, the only excuse they'll give is say remember he's coming from a new league. You get he has not acclimatized. Let him acclimatize. But if him get a bad game, they go talk say in the moon, say they focused, in the this, in the that, say say life no balance. Again, a different yardstick for different players. But you understand, say they demand a lot from him, and that's so it go be no wala. I don't know why I'm gonna compare himself with Nicolas Pepe. She when they play the same wing in the first place. I don't understand that one. When you first come the season, you better. When Pepe first come, you no better, you no do anything. Pepe never even better at all. Now, once when our last season, I'll be which season that maybe say towards the end, they can't play very well because they say next season go hot to next season will come, what happen? Nothing. But you since when you come with the better now until Ronaldo come, you can't share now you compare yourself with Pepe. Baba go sleep, Jerry. Our Paul Brown will be one of our super monitoring spirits and pundits. Don't come and say let us know about Bukayo Saka. So Baba can talk say Bukayo Saka they very close to signing a contract extension. Say this thing anytime soon now they go fit announce am again. So before we fear say maybe Saka no wan sign yet. So maybe they won't put a buyout clause for in contract. Because they believe say Arsenal they believe say if they insert buyout clause like the way Saka and the agents they request. So one of all these big boys, if you just call his money bust everywhere, even if now 150 million pounds now one put, they go bust everywhere. But Moko use the same tactics way back at they use. If you check Ansu Fati contract, we see like £1 billion. Now that kind of buyout clause now back at the put, so that instead of you go pay the buyout clause, you go negotiate with them. But if you can't go put your buyout clause like maybe 50 million or maybe 100 million, people don't go pay them. Now no be Man City pay 100 million for Grealish. Especially they still for Benjamin, no play anything, they just splash the money. If Chelsea splash almost 90-something million for Lukaku, last they loan them back to the people who sell them to them. So imagine that kind of thing. So anyhow with this deal they go, but I go let you know. But I just be optimistic. Say Saka will sign a new contract for Arsenal because we ain't won't go again among the big teams. Now when go start like nah. See now Real Madrid won't go. We go bench. Now Vinicius Junior go bench. I been a Fede Valverde. Now you go bench. Now Liverpool won't go. Now Salah won't bench. But that right flank, I be high one. Or let's one go to play left back. So we won't bench. Now Man City, maybe say Grealish gone Benjamin, the chopper. The Foden, they collect Benjamin. So where you won't go? I be won't go Chelsea. So I don't see all those things happening. But just check, I don't see the guy will get patience, enjoying time for Arsenal, they grow with the team. He's still young now. What's the rush? Richarlison now come aside from media setting because they talk about a move to Tottenham Hotspur. So Baba want to say before he moved to Tottenham Hotspur, in the day holiday for Brazil, and seems like Arsenal and seems like maybe Manchester United and Chelsea they will the final. They need them bad. So Chelsea even make an offer. Say they won't sign at that time, but you know really pay attention to them. So they just make an offer, but Arsenal no make offer, but Arsenal contact in people to let them know how far they won't know about his situation. So the only people who they very serious now be Tottenham Hotspur and then go there ask what they want ask, pay the money, they don't waste time. Before you know, you don't do a medical. Say say all those people want them, but at the end of the day, he end up for Tottenham Hotspur. Well, you want to use that the banter or say you wanted me, but I ended up with your noisy neighbor. That will not be wala. Na normal level, you be good player. We wanted you, but the problem is say to say we buy him, she go come stay for bench because you say Ateta they use all those kind of Saka and Martinelli. So how he go take place? At the same Benjamin he go dey. And even for Spurs gone at the same Benjamin in there because they are losing a Kulusevski and Son on the flanks. So now Benjamin members in the Shane go really like that Benjamin win day. That's the thing. Well, it don't happen, say it don't happen. Just find your square root, go play for Spurs. Our monitoring spirit today they call Metro. Don't come outside, they let us know say Zinchenko and Odegaard are on track to return for Arsenal's game against Tottenham Hotspur in the North London derby. And they pray away all of us, they pray with that say make these two niggas come back. Remember say Zinchenko, they're saying a calf injury and he get 2 weeks out. That 2 weeks he correspond with the dates, that Tottenham Hotspur date, say the guy will come back and play. Manchester United match, oh they expect the guy say no go play. For the lineup, you see name there. So I believe saying that the same thing will go happen for this Tottenham Hotspur game. At the end of the day, you go see a name. But I would have preferred a Kylian Tierney who's 100% fit than a Zinchenko who is 70% fit. Maybe we will start Zinchenko, then maybe 60 minutes they will come out, come put Kylian Tierney. I don't know how I want to deploy that situation. But any which way, the same situation goes to Odegaard. Instead of playing a 50% fit Odegaard, you better make Fabio Vieira playing 100%. More it's okay. And Vieira will get there. If you knock one kind of stunner, I get. Even Spurs go. If people say their main goalkeeper no go play because the guy did nurse injury. Their main goalkeeper, their main defender, they did nurse injury. So I never know the kind of lineup with themselves for one play. We'll just watch all these things as the days they go and everything they become clearer. We'll see them. I think today is like 23rd. Say like maybe 7 days to go or thereabout or 8 days. So we'll just see how things they go. Kevin Campbell will be one of our super monitoring spirits and former Arsenal player. I don't come as I call the praise the likes of Kylian Tierney and the likes of Fabio Vieira. And what if back on the talk we say these guys they'll be very good second 11 players. They're not there for the first 11, but they can give you the same vibes as those waiting for the first 11 they give you. Don't forget that once upon a time Kylian Tierney was once a first 11 members, but since the arrival of Zinchenko, he no come the first 11 again. Now so football they be. You hate to say that every cinema, and that is one of the things that make me like Ateta. There are no sacred cows. I keep saying this thing. For Arsenal, there are no sacred cows. If you do anyhow, you go see anyhow. If you get injured, somebody replace you and play very well. Before you go take your position, that person need to do one mistake or do something or collect your own injury before you self go enter there. As long as he's winning, Ateta and the person will say, you know, they like to change a winning team, winning formats. That's the best to get. So, by Kevin, they praise Kylian Tierney. At the same time, people they talk about Fabio Vieira. Fabio Vieira na mainstay for the Porto side where they play very well. Is their main controller, their creative outlets. But for Arsenal, they can't get somebody in the form of Odegaard because they play very well. Even though Arsenal bought him when he was injured, he can't come the team. Now he don't integrate better into the team. He don't they match fit. He don't they play very well. They integrate and small from the under 21 side before they can go Europa League. From Europa League, he play like 10 minutes, 15 minutes cameo appearance for against Manchester United. Now we run experience what they bring to the table against a Brentford side. We don't even miss an Odegaard. So that is what Kevin Campbell is saying. That squad depth. So they complain. This is it. We now have it. Even if I remember one time where Oga Magnus they talk, when Magnus complain say our bench no dey too good like that. Where Oga Magnus come they talk say check Arsenal bench. Apart from Man City, apart from Liverpool, tell me any other team will get good bench compared to Arsenal. And truly, when you check Chelsea bench, now shit pack are they there. Check Spurs bench, shit. Liverpool bench gone these days. If I check and rubbish I they see there. But if you check Arsenal bench, we see former first 11 members for that place. It will give you joy, especially now. So if we change like 5 players, it will give you joy. We're gonna hear say many agents already done the fight to sign Ethan Nwaneri. So they done the fight for the guy since the guy emerged as one of the talents of the EPL, one of the youngest players of the EPL. Many agents don't they come outside and scam and say me there the one signer. I'll call it say in parents they protect them because I believe say in parents with Arsenal hierarchy. They go on discuss the aftermath of this exposure. Once he expose a gem, he gets the guy is like an ant-infested firewood. Every lizard now the final. They want chop. Everybody they come. So now so it just be so. I believe say Arsenal and the parents go on discuss all these things. Say once we expose the guy, the wolves are going to come call, they will dangle money from our front too. So it's either I want money or I want good development for our Pidgin. I don't say Arsenal na a place to be safe. We all know that they cater for young boys. Because Saka got his breakthrough in Arsenal at age 17. You get, so if it can happen for Saka, it can happen for your son. Look at Martinelli also. They are having good breakthrough. I think that person will say he believe in youth. So if you like, no use your tongue, count your teeth, carry your Pidgin, they follow money. So all these things they will not discuss. And even Granny Xhaka said come outside not too long ago. Talk to make Arsenal protect this guy and make the parents also protect them. And those things when talk, now they come to pass now. So they see how things they go share. I don't go believe say Tomiyasu sef don come outside from media settings when they complain, say he don't like acting for Benjamin, but one thing they say he won't fight for him place, he go work very very hard because there's competition for places in the Arsenal and that is how it is supposed to be. But where that competition no come dey na for the forward you get. You will see the battle where they go on for the right back. The reason we make Ben White go for that right back and they say himself don't lose your own place to Saliba. That's why himself come collect another person place. The Teko self come collect another person place. Fabio Vieira don't come now. See, man no lie for you. He get how Fabio Vieira go play now. Odegaard position go dey in threat. You get go dey threatening. That's one thing we go understand with competition for places. Saka never get good competition. We go dey put fire for him bonbon. Let am know say, Omo, I go collect your position. Martinelli gone, he never really gets first way to the challenger for that place. Even Gabriel Jesus self, no get anybody the challenger. That indicates they are not really there up to par. You get. So now only those places I believe they will address in the coming window, like January transfer window. Then they will look at Martinelli plays, look at Saka play. They need extra wingers. To let them know say, look at Spurs now. If Spurs not play Kulusevski, they will play Richarlison or they will play Son. All those cats they get men. But themselves no get alternate striker. Like if Kane get injury now, they no get any other person who go deputize like a Kane. That kind of thing now we no want. We need mad quality. If you come on Mr. A, you go put Mr. B. Come on killer, put assassin. You say you go for say like this be. That's what we're talking about. Peter Crouch self don't come outside from media set because they talk about Arsenal players. Where they ask him say which player he would like to play with if to say he won't come back to football. Odegaard say almost say make him no lie. Say he would like to play with Gabriel Jesus. Number one, be say he say one of the attributes or one of the features or qualities of Gabriel Jesus, we say this guy has an unselfish spirit. Saying get unselfish love, like it is sweet and make him team they succeed, irrespective of whether he score or nobody score. That is why he has like 3 assists to his name. Say sometimes even they in position to score, and if you say, oh man, you go better pass, he go give you the pass. So if he play with Gabriel, so saying go fit score like 20-25 goals per season because the guy is unselfish compared to the likes of maybe Erling Haaland, maybe Harry Kane, or some kind of people be say now only goal scoring they their brain. They know they look say okay, make I give my player, make him score. So now so it just be well, we'll just watch. My dear football lovers, if you know what yesterday, you should check the top left corner of the screen. We'll see the thumbnail. Click on so that you'll get all Arsenal updates as they drop all over the world. So it's CHUKS signing out. Enjoy the rest of your day. Not get out.